we going, boys and girl? Over yonder.
The Knolls.
The Knolls.
Up the Knolls.
The Knolls.
Aperdina, Atora Knolls.
Aperdinia.
Aperdina, Warrabalana, Aperdina, no, Atora Knolls. Oh. Say that fast 3 times.
We have Acacia Kembaggy. Slightly flowering.
It is. Very lovely.
Smells nice.
Onward and upward. Keem and Tennille just coming out of the parking lot. The bike boys are staying down with the bikes. They don't want to climb. They'd have to change their footwear and everything. You can't climb in motorcycle boots. Super pretty.
Up here on the Knolls. We've just left the Knolls. We're heading north to the French line, where we'll check a right, head east to Poeppel's Corner, which is about 40 odd K away. Big time dust at the moment. Can't see a hell of a lot. I'll just back off from Maddie and Arch in front. Real twisty through here. It's like they've cut the road to miss every friggin' Gidgee tree that they could. Which is great for the Gidgees, not good for the bikes. Exactly, the bike can do it, no problem at all. Rider, sometimes not so much. Oh yeah!
We just had lunch at the Knolls. 12 o'clock and we're back on the road again. Keem's in the lead now. He's our navigator.
We're eastbound on the French, and as expected, traffic. It's a little bit of a highway, the French. Just past 5 cars, and no doubt we're going to see a crap ton more. It is what it is, though.
We're just on the French line now.
Yeah, righto, I'm off the track. Okay.
We've got
Thank you, fellas. Guys.
5 cars in front of us, and we've got 4 of us and 5 that are tagged on the back of us now, so 9 in tow, and we've got to pass 5, so makes for some fun when the track doesn't have much of many spots to pull over on. Certainly get some funny looks when they look in the car and see a female driving on her own with no passenger. Very comical.
And we've got a party of 5 behind us, including people from Toronto. Oh, we're taking over. They all said they wouldn't move back over to live. And I said, me either. We all love Australia. And I would not be doing this type of adventure in Canada, that's for sure. Just nowhere to go like this. Super cool. We passed a group of guys who yelled, "Go Jafffa," as I went by. This is what trying to videotape by hand looks like. My SD card's full, so I can't tape anything. So I'm driving with one hand and filming with the other. And I'm sure it'll make you want to vomit. We are heading for Poeppel's Corner. We just talked to the bikes, and we told them we were 12 kilometers from Poeppel's Corner, and they've told us to bypass, like go past Poeppel's Corner.
Just in a little Mowgli section at the moment where there's not a lot of dunes, big dunes anyway. That's the thing about the Simo though, it's just so ever-changing. Yahoo! Nice little power stands over these moguls. Let the boys get in front a little bit further, because if you're too close, you stare at the rear wheel, and that's all kinds of bad. I want to stare at the track in front of you. That's it better, a bigger sucker. Down the back side, just a little bit of throttle acceleration so that you don't dig in and ride the moguls out. And if they're straight down, you can feed the power on a little bit more and get some good jumps as well. Hour of the day is about midday. We're going to get through to Poeppels, 40k between the Knolls and Poeppels. We'll do that on the bikes easy peasy. Cars will probably take a couple hours, and then from there we'll run north up to the QAA. A few more Knolls on the track just to rattle the teeth. I'm with you, Maddie. I'm going left. Right. One day when I grow up, I'll get my directions correct. This distance to the riders in front is too close because your eyes are right on their back tire. Be a bit better if I was in Arch's lane, but the wind is not in my favor over there. Didn't have it on camera yesterday, but Maddie gave me a nice red shower when I got a little bit too close and my defenses were down. Yeah, he calls unintentional, I call bullshit. Never trust a mate on a dirt bike. There's got to be a rule about that somewhere. Starting to get into some softer stuff now. Much more well used from the French traffic. Very nice. Lots of islands in that one.
As the day wore on, we decided to find a camp along the shores of Lake Poeppel. We found a cracker of a spot only 5 kilometers from the junction of the QAA line. Pure bliss.
We have a winner!
Definitely got some character, that sucker. Pressure cleaner and a bit of bloody clear lacquer.
Clear coat?
Beautiful.
Yep. What you doing, Akeem?
I'm at the gift shop getting a few souvenirs.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Couple of Gidge souvenirs?
Yeah, a couple of Gidge souvenirs.
Awesome.
Got a few big bits for the bar at home, and
Cool.
yeah, so
Excellent.
that'll look cool.
Nice one.
Got a nice story to tell about it anyway. It's not like it's a random piece of tree.
100%,
Yeah.
mate. I've got some at home as
Yep.
well. They're bloody, I cut them into coasters.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
drink coasters.
Awesome. So
Cool.
Tennille's going to get some sand as well, so
Nice.
I feel like we'll have big red sand. We'll have a bit of salt pan sand and some Gidge. I feel like that pretty much
That covers
that
it.
covers it just about.
Too bad you can't take a Jono Bush home.
I ain't sitting in the car with a John O'Bush. Not a chance.
Jafffa camp, heading home beside a big salt lake. Camp down the bottom in the little Gidge forest. Everyone's showering. Akeem down amongst the tree, the white shorty. Jacob, tidy 80, with Cody on board. Just see Terry's bundle top sticking over the top. Matt and Kim's missing. I'm in the little tent just beside it.
We're on a salt pan, having a couple of beers. Sun's going down. Cheers.
Thursday morning. A nice little gidgy camp we got here. Just on the edge of the salt pan. Turn it around, you'll see everyone at the campfire having their morning coffee. Nice little spot.
Just packing up camp at Lake Poeppel, and we're pulled up beside a stand of gidgee trees. And some people find the smell of the gidgee flower kind of off-putting. But for us, it just reminds us of the desert and being out here, which is pretty cool.
Well, we're just getting ready to roll out of Poeppel's camp, I guess we could call it. There's the train of the cars heading back out to the track on Lake Poeppel. Come on up, boys. I see Code standing out there in the bush. Righto, Arch, lead on. Yeah, 20 or 30, yep. Stunsational. Traffic, 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 traffic. Hakeem's car looked big compared to that. Yeah. Well, we've left, I guess we call it Poeppel Camp. We're running up the lake now to the French line, where the French and the QAA sort of join. We were camped about 3 kilometers south of that intersection. It is a very fresh morning at the moment. Everybody's nipples are nice and hard, especially mine, yes. Because I've got moobs. Corrugations are pretty vicious on this little section. You can see them, back tire of Matt's bike kind of bouncing, and you can see the roost kind of spitting off the top of each of the corrugations. Very shortly we'll be crossing the lake. Heading east, one more camp in the desert, and then it's all over, which is kind of disappointing, but also kind of a real sense of accomplishment. The adventure bike riders, the guys that do it with unsupported, with all their kit carrying, may be looking down their noses at us. But I can give you the hot tip: we're playing hard out here, and there's nothing left in the tank when we get into camps. That's for sure. I can really feel it in my elbow, my right elbow today, just from bloody, I don't know, hanging on tight or pulling the front wheel up, whatever. I find when I go real hard for a stretch, you gotta back it off for a second and kind of catch your breath a bit. All right, here's the intersection. Left is the French line and right is the QAA. Traffic on the hill. Well, they got tents up, so they camped there last night. East across the lake. Have a look at that. Big pool of water in the middle of Lake Poeppel. It's not too far down when you strike gold far out. And you can see how rutted the track is and chewed up the track is. Probably from the guys that come out early in the season when it's still a bit damp. Passing the area where I stacked and did my shoulder years back. All right, back on the track. Off the pan, man. Power stand number 1.
Hey, Brandon, the convoy, got a copy? I gotcha. Gotcha.
Got ya.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go right. That's the way Jacob went, and he's in the lead.
Eastbound, passing Q20.
That's a single vehicle up ahead of us. A little bit bumpy at the top.
Which one looks harder, Kim, left or right?
Left.
You go left, Jill.
No, I followed Jacob and went right.
I am disappointed.
Me too.
Always go left, they say.
Okay, up we go.
I'm gonna stop briefly to check out my front tire.
Geez, that was a bouncy one. Heading east on the QAA line. We just passed call point 20. There's another party of 4 behind us. And we're all going well. Boy, this is a bumpy dune. Beautiful view out in front of us. This one's going to be bumpy all the way down as well. he went right, so I went left, and I'm going to go straight up and over. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Track's nice and firm, isn't it? Moogly, moogly, moogles. Nice little power stand hill and another. Woohoo! Our intention this morning is to camp up somewhere just west of Big Red, and then we'll be fresh for the morning in Birdsville the following day. Hit the pie shop, fuel up, get some happy snaps. Had to stop commentating for a second there and hang on for grim life. Right on, mate. I'm coming left. Copy. Fill a stiller. It's a fill-up truck. Oh, what do you know? Enjoy. His and hers. I was in the danger zone right there. I can give you the hot tip, Matt. I'm glad you're on mirrors, buddy. I'm hearing nothing on the radios. Doesn't mean a lot, but there's no chatter. Right, we're just sitting up at the top of the dune having morning smoko. Whereabouts are we at the moment, boys? Any ideas?
Right, according to Mr. Hemer, we are 57.8 kilometres west of Big Red.
Boy, oh boy, we made some good time this morning, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we've done 54.4 kilometres this morning.
Wow, and that's in 2 hours.
Moving time, an hour and 14 minutes.
Real easy riding at the moment, and fun as.
Track was good this morning, fast and flat and easy.
Yeah, it really was. We just got, we heard a bit of radio chatter, so the cars are behind us and they're within radio contact distance, so they must be making decent time too.
Yeah, want to call out, get a bit of a location for them, and where we're going to have lunch.
Sounds like a plan, boys.
It's all about us.
It is all about us. And what did we call the support crew?
The lack of.
Yeah, don't think so.
Yeah, just kidding, guys, just kidding.
On the QAA line, heading up a dune.
4 vehicles eastbound on QAA, location Q19.
They're right behind us. Not going to the right on that one. Could have us traffic blocked.
Were you coming up hot on me? I had one tire in one track and one in the other.
Right, you reckon?
Beautiful view ahead. Nice Gidgee forest. Man, is this bumpy. Holy mackerel. Watch this.
Kill the June Raper.
Yeah, Jill. Gonna take off.
Woohoo!
Light work for the big 200.
I was hoping this was going to be a good one, but it was a fizzer. When you can see two alternatives at the top, there's always a chance it's going to be a good, challenging dune, but meh. I can always tell when it's lunchtime, because who's ever in the lead, Jacob or Hakeem, speeds up, trying to find the boys on bikes, because they are hungry. So just interesting observations.
Righto. Nice one. Power stand city, eh? Righto, straight over. Yo! Oh, I see a jump. Yo! Just out here scoping for a camp. Lots of big flat areas, but there's no wood. Nothing. Massive, massive pan here. Oh, a stitch of timber. I reckon we keep going over dunes, and each dune scope go up top there. Maybe not. Nah. She's buried. Jafffa Cars from Jafffa Bikes, got a copy? Nope. Well, we found ourselves camp. It's located in that direction. There's an enchanted forest of Gidgee. Just waiting for the cars to come. And they're gonna pop over that dune any second.
Just coming out of the Air Creek area, heading eastbound on Thursday. We're nearly to the boys on bikes who have chosen a camp location for the evening, close enough to Big Red to allow us a play in the morning and then a run into Birdsville to do all the things we want to do. And then hopefully tomorrow night at Batuta. We'll see how that goes. Getting back into some sand dunes again. I can't see them. I'm looking as far ahead as I can. There's a single vehicle out in front of us. It's a Ranger that we let get ahead of us earlier. We all stopped for a comfort break and let them pull ahead because we were right on their tail. Sad it's our last night in the desert, but everybody's got to get back to work to pay for the bills to be able to come do awesome stuff like this. Looks like all is well. Up we go. This is a nice hard dune ahead. Could be a little bit bumpy actually. I like when they're softer than that. But I'm going to drive up and over. I'm following Jacob. And he's bouncing along trying to find a path without bumps, but not going to be successful. It is bumpy. I'm going to go straight up the middle instead of one of the sides. Rocking back and forth, but it's not too uncomfortable. Some of them are much worse. Stuff in the back did a little hop. You can see the next sand dune in the distance.
4 vehicles heading east on the QAA line, 4.5.
That's Jacob announcing our location. Just filming us meeting up with the boys for our last camp. They're up on the top of the dune in front of us. 3 motorcycles. Wonder what treasure they will find us today. They've found some epic campsites that are difficult to find when you're only in cars.
Send it on, send it. Hang on to it there. Hang on to it there.
It's like a desert out here where they are. Being waved
Yeah,
in.
Jafffa cars. It's probably about 80 kilometre an hour sort of stretch along here. No surprises.
Must be heading to those trees in the distance, I'm guessing.
Heading into the enchanted forest, which we found for our last camp of the desert. It's a little beauty. Arch is already pulled up. The cars are behind me.
Those are in right behind my bike, huh?
Do those melons represent anything?
Nothing in particular. Melon camp.
We haven't had melons in days now.
The shenanigans have died down a bit
They have.
for the
Indeed.
melons.
You guys are having a bit of fun on some dunes today?
Yep. Yeah, lots of fun today. It's good. Real good.
We're in a, I don't know, we called it the Enchanted Forest camp, but we really can't call it Enchanted Forest
Because we've already got one of them.
we already got one of them. So, night's young yet. We still got to make a name for it.
Bird nest camp.
Bird nest camp. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. We got a couple of bird nests up in the trees here. Some big ones. Yep. Above the shorty, there's another bird nest. We're about 13K from Big Red. Last day in the desert. Last beers in the desert. Last campfire in the desert. Kind of sad, yeah.